What up, fish people? Katie E and the lovely Danny with Danikin Aquatics here for another Sunday night of shenanigans. Hope you all had a great weekend. As always, it went too fast, but we are having a good day. I got a lot of fish tanks water flipped. Unfortunately, I do apologize, guys. I figured out the problem. This computer, when I started it over the weekend, decided to hook back up to the normal internet instead of our 5G network. So, unfortunately, it gave me very bad service this morning for the member stream and the second stream I started up. So, we now know what the culprit is. So, we hopefully fixed it for you. Run through the hellos right quick. We got Eugene Flynn in the house. What's going on, Eugene? Miss Carol Cox, always a pleasure. Sage, yo ho, the pirate life for me. Garrett Big Tank Cake, what's up? Miss Shanna, 503 Aquatics in the house. Victor C, good to see you, sir. Scotty the Fish Freak, good to see you. Brandon Lightcap, hello. Chris the Mad Aquarius, welcome. And Chris, I should hopefully be able to get a video dropped for you this week finally. I got me voice back.
And Ian, hello, Ian.
Miss Annette, Mystery Snail Guardians. There's Peplin Creek.
Window Liquor number 5, Red Laser, hello.
What's up, Byron? Good to see you, sir. John McKenzie in the house. John hits all of our videos. We don't get to see him in this live very often. It's good to see you, John. am Mr. Why We Always Yelling, what's up? And there's Miss Rachel. Boots and Cats, what's going on?
Peplin. Eakins!
In my stream this morning, when I was doing the water changes for some of the plecos, I noticed that the super whites, I've got 2 of them in there getting the love nest going. So it looks like the 2 that mated last year might give me some eggs again. So I'll be not messing with that tank, and they will be getting good, healthy dosages of bloodworms tonight. Try to get that going.
At least they're getting old enough. Dennis Christensen, hello. J Rock Does Stuff, hello. And Fish Dreams.
Lisa J. NJ, good to see you. I understand that, Chris. We get busy too, so trust me, I know what you're talking about. Shady Grady, what's going on?
J Rock Does Stuff. I'm here, but I'm not really here.
Good to see you. Merrick Tom Shack, good to see you, sir. Dale Dapple, man, Danny, I don't want to butcher that. Dale Dapayari, nice. Oh man, I'm.
Well, Lady Diane, Long Family Show, hello. Shady Grady, Dole.
No, it's Dale.
Dale, sorry. It looks like it to me from here. Remember to get up close to the screen. Dale Dauphinius, I guess. Hope I didn't butcher that too bad, like Kenny.
We're going to have to bite that guy on our channel, and he's nice just so we're mispronouncing his name.
I know.
I'm just going to call you Dale D. That's what I'm going to do.
Dale D. There you go. That's what he calls my mom. Donna D. Merrick T. Hello.
She says,
and he said close enough. Lisa and Jay, a little busy here at work, end of month, but got my ears on live. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah.
We got tons and plecos. Pleco love is in the air again.
Yeah, I've got them plastered, babies plastered all over this take over here.
One of the ones you haven't bred this month, which is unusual, are the 333s. We haven't gotten a batch of those.
I think that's because you've been in there too much.
Well, I've been Shame on me for selling them. Hey, Dad, what's going on? Love you too, buddy. He's coming in from the Facebook side. I got to see his new puppy pics today.
Hove Aquatics. Hey guys, what's cracking? Me. I'm drowning in Salvini's.
Oh, nice.
I love Salvini's.
Yeah, we had the Rio Candelaria. We loved them.
They were gorgeous, gorgeous fish.
I'm actually sad that we didn't keep a few pairs of those around just for safekeeping. But we put a whole bunch of them out amongst the cichlid fanatics in the fish fam, so I know they're out there.
Well, thank you, Eugene. That was very lovely. It says thank you too. Thank you too. I never knew how good Sunday nights are as it is here. So great. Thank you. Thank you.
We try to just have fun. That's all you can do.
Hove Aquatics is like, you want some?
What line is it? Which kind are they? Although, what am I doing, Danielle? This isn't a responsible way to get down the 30 tanks, is it?
What?
Getting Salvini.
No, it isn't. We're trying to downsize.
I've been doing good.
Says, I don't know. Beautiful, though. They are. They're a gorgeous, gorgeous fish.
Yeah, one
Chattanooga
time I
and
had
Pillow.
close 300 of those darn things in this house.
Uh-oh, Lady Diane. I've got Basset Hound puppies.
Oh, my goodness.
No, Lady Diane, you're going to have to.
That
take
would be
me
a
to
worth
task.
the drive to the Midwest, Lady Diane.
No. Freaky Fish Lady says, I would love to get some long fins when I get moved.
We've
We got
always
plenty.
got those. We are sad. One of our long time, that fish was probably 7 or 8 years old, passed today. One of the big males. He was a behemoth, though. He was like this long. His fins were like just incredible.
Yeah.
But we knew he'd been looking rough for about a month or two.
Well, and he'd been sitting at the top of the tank on some of my Anubias leaves, and he was just sitting there. He wasn't doing anything, and he was kind of looking a little bumpy. It was odd, and I knew he wasn't doing good. And I've seen older plecos do that, and I thought, he's really old, Ken. He's probably not going to make it past a week.
But luckily, I took about 4 or 5 of the long fins, put them in here to grow out. I'll take a couple more of this next batch and put them in another peaceful tank and let them grow out. I never allow us to run completely out of our plecos.
Yeah, there's a lot of babies in there.
I don't like mixing the brothers and sisters too much. So I'll probably have to be keeping an eye out for some fresh blood to bring into my colony.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Bless
We've been sneezing. Dang it. Can we just have one Monday where I go to work feeling great? Now, Danny has started me on the regimen of the witch brew that y'all told her about last
The
week.
shell jet.
Although I haven't taken it yet today.
No. I forgot to grab you some flavored tea to put it in.
I don't care about the lemon I've been eating.
Victor, what are you talking about? He says, Lady Diane, Basset are so pleasant. Great to see pictures. They are not pleasant.
They're
At
the
least
most
not the
amazing
one we
dog
had.
you will ever have, Victor. So don't let my wife pollute your brain.
The one that we had was
The one we
honestly
had was an
a
absolute
terror.
angel.
Terror.
Angel.
Terror.
Angel.
Lady Diane says, Victor, I'm just teasing Kenny. It was the worst dog. She knows how to push your buttons, Kenny.
He tries.
Lisa and Jay, can he just make a sweat lodge out back and got steam and go steam clean yourself out?
Oh.
Yeah. I think he does quite a good job of sweating. You've been doing that a
Yeah, I don't know
lot.
what's up. Ever since I hit my 50s, man, I sweat 10 pounds out in the middle of the night. It's horrible.
It's like a woman with hot flashes, only it's Ken. 3G with the big eyes.
He always comes in. We're talking about weird shit every time he comes in.
Well, how often does that happen? Like always.
What's up for sure?
Oh
Nathan
my
Hogan,
goodness.
welcome. 3G, always a pleasure to see you, brother.
Lisa and
Andy,
Jay,
Dowdy, what's going on?
Lisa and Jay says, see, you need the lodge and hot rock. So I used to be able to go down to the local gym and they had a steam room that you could pour water onto the hot rocks in there. Oh my gosh. Oh, so hot.
It does help you if you've been sick, though. It'll steam that shit right out of you.
Lady Diane says, oh, sorry, Kenny. I mean no harm. At least you know I'm watching your streams.
This is asking if I touched a rock.
Yeah, Lisa says, right, Danny, hot, but so nice. Oh my goodness. Yep. Unfortunately, that gym changed to a new gym. It used to be Nelson's Nautilus, and now it's O'Malley's Gym. And they're redoing it. I haven't seen anybody in there yet, so I don't think it's open.
Yeah, that's the place I paid fat tax to for like 3 years, and all I went there for was tanning. I think I used the machines a couple times while I was waiting for the tanning booth to open up. Other than that,
Lady Diane says, I need some hot rocks on my bag.
Lady
I was
Diane,
watching that.
This is a family channel.
Ken, it's called a hot rock massage or something. They lay them on your back and it helps melt all the tension in your muscles. Goodness. Don't mess with that.
Oh, yes, I got the look. I still need to start engaging more with showing people's comments, because with this new YouTube, you can't ever seem to get the chat to show up anymore. So at least people know who was in here.
Yeah, it's really weird. Oh my gosh, Lisa. I'm not saying that one out loud. What is that about?
What?
You're...
mentioned beads. Pop, 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 pop.
Oh, stop. Oh my God. I said I wasn't going to mention it out loud. Hot Rocks was Rico's nickname in college.
Oh, poor Rico, he gets slammed so much in streams, he's not even here to protect himself. He Victor, see, neither my wife and I mean, if we're in a hot tub 5 minutes, it's too long. We've never been ones for um, just kind of relaxing in our bodily soils. It's just not.
No, also too, hot tubs are not good for me because I get super itchy with my condition. It is not good for me at all. So no, I now avoid them at all
Sage is
costs.
telling me I should try acupuncture for my lungs. Well, it makes me so mad, guys. I mean, I have literally, what has it been? Been 2 years now, hasn't it, Danielle?
I don't think it's been 2 years.
Well, I didn't smoke the whole time I worked for the fix.
Hmm.
I've been away from there since November, so
Maybe.
I think it's like a year and a half now. But I haven't had a cigarette in a long time.
Passing wind. Hi, hi.
What's up, Passing Wind?
Yeah. So, but Ken's been working on getting that room down there broken down. He got a whole bunch of the tanks almost empty in the rack room. So,
We figured out another line of guppies that my wife and I are going to keep because we forgot how beautiful they were. Our high line version of the red mosaics, and these are a stellar line. I had
yeah.
them like stashed up in a 10-gallon up there, and there was so much weed overgrowth I never really saw them. They were getting fed, but anyway, once we got the tanks clear, now I'm seeing them. I'm like, oh, I can't let this line go.
Yeah. Well, I bought that particular line. I spent $75 for a trio. They were spectacular. Stephen White, hello. Liquid Zoo, hello.
Steven, Matt, Liquid Zoo.
Yeah, so that was like a super expensive trio for guppies.
And yet another reason why we have too many tanks. That's a killer line of guppies just chilling up there, and we.
But they had so many babies in there, and I've got a whole bunch more females now. And the females are really pretty because they got blue all over their tails. They're really pretty.
I think what I'll do is I'll clean out that one tank we had the multis in originally. Get that all
Passing
cleaned
Wind
up.
says Ken looks younger. It's that Shiljit, Ken.
Yeah, right. 2 days worth. I don't think it's done anything.
Well, it only arrived on.
Nothing in the infa.
I think it's called chutzpah.
Infa, spoospa, whatever.
Chutzpah, I think. There, yeah, chutzpah. Not chutzpah, chutzpah.
Yeah, Victor, I was downstairs in the Pleco room, so that room gets sketch as it is, and then I was on just regular internet instead of the 5G. That's what caused everything to start crashing the way it did. Because I've been in that room before streaming, so I was a little confused on why it acted the way it did. The other thing is, I wonder if our little amplifier thing down there is working correctly anymore.
It probably needs to be reset. So Lisa says my original line of Dumbo Red Tail was 75 a trio, imported back on 2020. Yeah.
That's what ours are. Ours are Dumbo Red Mosaic.
Yeah. And they were from King Lee.
They are looking good.
For sure. Have you guys ever done saltwater? I've been thinking of trying some guppies in mine. Nope. I don't. I'm not one to try to get a fish to transfer into another type environment like that. They do like harder water, but I haven't ever tried to convert them to salt water. I know it's easier to do with mollies, and I'd be more inclined to do it with some mollies, but Brackish water is hard to maintain. I mean, with our mud skipper, it's work.
A lot of work for one fish.
Yeah.
One side of me wants to get another batch of them, but go with the smaller versions this time, the ones that only get about this big.
Oh, Victor C says, Kenny E, thanks for the extra videos. Yeah, he's been doing quite a few more recently.
I've been kind of this week. Work kicked my butt pretty good. I mean, literally, I got home and I mean, poor Danny would be talking to me and I just crashed. Boom.
Yep.
A couple nights, I think she said I fell asleep by 7:30. It was bad.
Yeah. Passing wind, yes, the fancy guppies are breeding for me. I've got a tank full of them. And they're healthy. They're so healthy.
Yeah, we got the Dumbo Red Mosaics. We're going to keep that line now. And we've got our Schubel Greens. That line's doing well. We're going to be needing to get them into a bigger tank. I don't like the tank they're in. Get them in a tank by themselves. I've got a bunch of cool shrimp in that tank as well, but I want to get them into something a little better.
I will go check out those videos, Lisa. I'm writing it right down. A note to remind me to go do that after the stream. There
What's up there, Melvin? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, I would love that tank, Steven. I love scats. They're really, really cool.
I know. I love those fish.
The monos are cool too.
What I love about the scats is they're such a unique shape and they're pretty personable.
And they got a derpy face. They come up to you with a derpy face.
Storm Rider says, good to see you too, Kenny.
Fishon, what's going on, brother? Good to see you.
Oh, passing wind. That's really cool. 46 bow front and stand, lights, filter. Wow. Wow. That's great.
What you do with the bow fronts is flip them.
Well, if you're going to do videos of them with them, because it's hard to get a good angle on if you have the bow front facing out. But if you flip it around and have the flat side towards you, you can get much better videos. The issue with doing it that way is you can't put like a hang on the back filter. So in that instance, you'd want to use like an in-tank canister or just sponge filters. Also, too, we got some of those little round ones, those old-fashioned ones that work so good. Can't remember what they're called.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you that, Danny. Melvin lost his mom this week.
Oh, I'm sorry, Melvin. I'm not looking forward to that day.
Yeah, my wife and I are starting to hit those years, and it sucks.
Yeah.
I think that's every kid's worst nightmare is to lose their parent.
Yeah. Not fun. But, yeah, I don't know what those kind of... Hang on, let me go grab one, and then I can show you what I'm talking about as far as those little filters.
Scatologulus. There you go. I don't know what you guys got Danny chasing, but
so it was simply named. It's a box filter from Gemco, and it's pulling out. Yeah, you put filter floss in there.
Some media.
Yeah, and then you add an air hose to it here. And it goes down, and anyway, sit it inside the tank. And it's air powered, kind of like a sponge filter, only these actually clean the water a little bit more than the sponge filters do. And it's easy to replace the filter floss in them. So, anyway.
Well, we're hoping we got about 2 more months before we're going to be back in the full-fledged boating season. So, Kurt and I got to get really on getting the rest of the tanks moved that we need to move and get the rest of the ones emptied that we need to get empty. So I really want to get the rack room completely tore down so I can get the nasty carpet that's in there yanked out, re-floor it, and then rebuild it to be the shrimp room. It's going to be shrimp and most of our cold water species fish in there. I'd like to get the rainbow shiners and the golden mountain minnows that we have and a few others in actual tanks where we can see them now.
Passing wind. I know what you mean. He says, LOL, box filters takes me back to when I was 12. But they work. 3G said, I cut a piece of sponge to fit my box filters. Byron Volman says, I fill my filter like that with lava rock and some filter floss on top. Yep. It's a good way to do it. But I don't know how I ended up with all of these. We must have got them at an auction or something. I need to do that. So Victor C says at Danicoon Aquatics, what was your inspiration for owning discus? They seem like a bigger decision for aquarium fish.
Back in the day, I mean, they were a tough fish to keep. But I'll be honest, Victor, nowadays, most of the discus are homebred. Most of the discus are from local breeders. So, you don't have that scary time that a lot of times you have with discus. And I think they are probably one of the most rewarding aquarium species, especially if you get them super small and get to watch them grow to their size. And they have definite, distinct characteristics to them. They're really just their mannerisms. They're definitely cichlids because they have hierarchy, just like any other cichlids we've kept. It's just they don't viciously attack one another. They'll go up and give each other a peck, and that's about it. But
and I was fortunate enough to have a tank big enough to have them without having big drops or changes in water parameters.
We're still building up our discus colony. We got some more stuff we have to do. I mean, we got these ginormous swords we need to get out of there, and there's a couple other fish that have made it to their tank that need to come out. There's Turkana jewel in that tank at the moment, but they don't seem to be bothering them. The jewels are minding their business, and they're leaving. Jewels aren't, these particular line of jewels, we've noticed that about them. They're not real mean towards other fish. They're only mean towards each other. That's it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there are tetras in there. There's cories in there. And they don't mess with any of them.
Yeah. So.
I'm excited. My wife bought me RC. So hard to find regular RC.
But, yeah, I've always loved discus. It's always been one of my favorite fish. And I used to have them a long time ago, like 20 years ago, and had them for quite a while. And then, but they were a lot more sensitive than they are now. So, but yeah, it was.
Oh, wow, that was a fine Holly. He gave him the whole lot for $2.
Corner box filters. And I said, how much? He said $2. So I hand him a 20 and there was $2. There was $2 equals 20's worth. He gave me $18 and change for $2 for all. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Yeah. That was a really good bargain. But they're really good little filters. We had a 20-gallon where these longfin albino plecos originally came from the tank downstairs. They were in a 20 long when we first got them from Derek. And that it had a box filter in there, and that thing kept that tank really clean. That was a really hard tank to get to, too.
Maybe we'll convert all of our guppy tanks and pleco tanks to them.
Yeah, the sponge filters don't keep them very clean. There's so much stuff floating around in the waters. So,
Yeah, they're a lot more hardy nowadays. I mean, discus, you still got to keep the. I mean, the main thing if you want to keep discus, you have to be disciplined to at least give them a water change weekly. If not, if you're not gonna at least do that, make sure you got a big enough tank to where if you do miss a week, it's not detrimental.
yeah. Nathan Hobie, Danny, I have my first bristlenose on eggs in one of the caves you made. Yay! This is round 3 of eggs / fry with them. But first for your caves. Oh, good. Yeah, we had a whole bunch come out of the caves in this tank over here. I wish I could show this tank because of how many little baby plecos are in there. It's ridiculous. Oh, that's a great idea. Lisa says I've made my own box filters by repurposing plastic containers. You might see some in some videos, Danny. Yes, and Byron says those filters are so customizable. They really, really are. I think they're a great little, I mean, they just work so well and they always have. But I'm also one of those people that really enjoys in specific types of tanks under gravel filters. That's true, passing wind. Most filters of any type are really good as long as you leave them alone. Too many people fuss and try to clean them. Let biology do the work. Oh.
Your husband has technologies.
You might want to go on mute.
I got me on mute.
Okay. There we go. So
there. Now we can show them.
So see all the little baby plecos in here? They're all over everything. And they are hanging all over the sides of this tank. So now you can see what I'm talking about.
Our king tigers out and about. They're going to take them around and show them some of the plecos. Then you can tell them about these little guys because they're getting a tank upgrade this week.
Yeah, these guys were doing a tank. Can you see how many Mallories are in here? Oh my gosh. And they're all different sizes. And then, of course, I've got my Nanochroma Splendens in there, too. And there's a multi in there, too. But you can see all the little Mallories. They're just nuts. Kent's taking us on a tour.
All right, we just got these guys tanked on yesterday. And where'd he go? The one with the tail out there has 2 in there right now.
Yeah, when Ken was trying to take out those watering spikes, he was running into some eggs, so we left them for now. Those are some pretty fish. Look at that. Look at her. Isn't she pretty? Oh my gosh. Makes my heart stop when I see them like that. So pretty. Yeah, you never know. Ken just cleaned that tank yesterday. Those are not zebra plecos. They are the super whites, the L236 super whites. This is our grow out tank of longfin babies and our super reds, and there's regular whitefin as well. Yeah, Storm Rider, they're so pretty. Yeah. So those are the LO82 082s. Those ones actually come out a lot more than other plecos. Where are they? Where are they all hiding? There you go. Oh, gorgeous. See, isn't that gorgeous? Love those fish. Thank you, Fantastic Freeze, for the $1.99 super chat. Thank you. Oh, look how pretty. Pretty, 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 pretty. Pulling it up over here. Now what are you doing? Oh, Ken, uh you're losing connection in there. Boots and cats. Dang, you guys are hogging all the caves and plecos. Yeah. So, Storm Rider, those were the 236 super whites. And so pretty. Hey, there we go. Little bit. Those are the 397s. Although he's not getting really very good time there. And this one, way in the back behind the filter, are our actual zebra plecos. There we go. There they are. It's hard to see him with the video quality that Ken's getting in there. But yeah, those are the zebras. They're on eggs right now, freaky fish lady. And yes, what wood from a mango tree is aquarium safe. I don't know what all those little tiny things are. Ugh, gosh. Turn off the sound in there, Kenny. Those are my tank of really pretty Dumbo red mosaics, and all the ones with the bluish or white tail fins are those are the females. So I've got a whole bunch of females in there.
All right. Was I starting to
Yeah, the back room had really bad reception.
lagging as always?
Yeah.
And you tell Fantastic Freaks, thank you for the $1.99 super
Yes,
sticker.
I did.
I couldn't hear you down there at all.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking to you a little bit, but
Yeah, I couldn't hear.
passing wind. Boots your jailbait.
Jailbait.
Yeah. The super whites are amazing. Literally, they take my breath away. Those, and oddly enough, the 82s also. If you want some freaky fish lady, go ahead and email Kenny and he can get you some. Passing wind. Very good. Very good. Lady D, I've always said that women are like wine, they get better with age.
Amen to that, brother.
Yeah. So
I'm going to say something else, but it's not YouTube appropriate. So I'm
again,
actually using my filter without Danny pressing it. That's good.
the best filter if I shove his mouth full of filter floss. Lisa and Jay says, nice save, passing wind.
I'll just say older ladies are just like M&Ms, baby. You know what they say about M&Ms? Melt in your mouth, not in your hands.
Oh, would you stop? Oh my gosh, Kenneth. Vibes Aquatic. Hello. Oh, you left my door open. Lady Diane says, Wendy, I'm in bed, pajamas, and on a heating pad. Okay. There we go. All right. Passing wind. A heating pad for two. It's better than a bicycle these days. Bratton Light Gap. Heated blanket is where it's at. Lady Diane says, I can't move. We've been packing for a month. Oh my gosh, that just sounds like misery. Oh my goodness. Wow. So the super whites stay pretty small. They get about 4 inches, 5 inches. Same as like a bristle nose.
That's a line we don't do anymore either, Holly. So you have a line we don't even have anymore.
Yep. Yeah, they're prolific.
And you got to watch them. They are tank wanderers. They will jump tanks, man.
Puts in cans. Do heating pads come in double wide? If so, I want one. Brett and Lightcap. Do you have a site where y'all sell your fish? Nope. Just email Kenny. Let him know what you need.
We are in a, it's been a 5-year dream of ours to actually get our website. We've been talking about that. I've had the domain secure for, I don't know, 6 years now. We do plan to get a site up and running eventually. Once we're closer to retirement, we can actually maintain. But the easiest way is watch our videos, and I usually do videos of what's available. Right now we got a pretty good selection of live bears and plecos and shrimp and plants. We always have a little bit of everything.
Yep. But I gotta reinvigorate my corkscrew valve. I've don't have very much of that left. We sold too much of it. So Victor C. Kenny E., what are you driving in the near future? Different car at all?
I'm going to hold on to my Ford now that I just spent $6,000 on it. I'm going to probably drive that for the next 5 years or so. And then I'm going to actually look at the Toyota along with the Ford the next time my next truck. And I'm going back to a V8. I'm done with this eco crap. The EcoBoost is not very reliable motor.
So Liquid Zoo says, seriously, Kenny, contact me. I can get you up and running in less than a day, and your monthly cost is basically nothing. Managing it is easy peasy. It's easy stuff, and you'll have no problems managing.
You know what's funny is Matt's been talking that to me. He's been trying to get me to have him help me for 5 years. I don't know if he just brought that up. He's been talking about it for 5 years. Kenny and a hum around the room.
Passing Wind says, Ken, you need to get Danny an M&M t-shirt.
Yeah. What's up there, Keith at KJE? Good to see you.
So is George going after us, do you know?
Yes, he is. I actually copied the link already. I will drop that right now.
Well, you don't need to drop it yet. We still got 12 minutes. We're all good.
I'll drop it again right before we end, too.
So I found little teeny babies in my vampire crab tank. Little tiny babies.
We have a few people local here want them from us now.
But not that kind. They want the more colorful ones.
I think I am still getting babies. You just need to get these paludariums done for them so they'll actually do better.
Yeah.
And start feeding them a more plant-based diet. They don't like all the meat.
Yeah. Yeah, the crabs are cool. I really like this particular strain. They're the Halloween, and they're purple. And so they're super pretty, I think. They're kind of plainer, but
I would have guessed the ones downstairs are the Halloween because they look like Halloween. They're orange and got all the...
They're rainbow. They're rainbow. So... yeah, these little guys, they just keep popping them out. We've
kept these guys now for, God, this is going on the 4th year. These are from the original Fishtoberfest, year 1, when Miss Haley brought them out. That was the joke of everybody that Haley came out and infested the whole West Coast with crabs.
Oh, KGE says I can get the purple and yellow ones wholesale. I seen them the other day when I was getting some other things. Oh, I
The only
love.
bad thing about them, Keith, they don't ship well.
Yeah, that is true.
That's the only bad thing about them. They're real tough shippers.
But if you get a few that make it, then you get a colony. Like right, within a few months. That I did anyway. So that's cool.
To me, Pass the Wind and El Camino would be a worthless truck. It's not going to be able
But it's a cool ride.
it would be cool to, well, I think I'd rather see them come out with the Chevelle than that.
So KG says, yeah, I left them, but they told me they will have them regularly. Cool. If they run across any rainbows, I need to get some new blood in mine.
I think we still have babies once in a while down there. I just that tank isn't. I don't do like you do and take it upstairs and give it that one.
Right.
But that one also isn't set up like yours. Yours is bare bottom. Mine has sand in it.
Yeah.
I just think they'll be so much happier in a paludarium where they got that
They will.
filter and it's giving them fresh, clean water every day, and then they'd have a whole paludarium to play in.
Yeah. They'll be fun.
That's almost sick, isn't it, Pass the Wind? They're going to make an electric version of a El Camino, which is a bona fide hot rod car, and we're going to make electric out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know, KG. I think our crabs for sure would eat any shrimp that were in the tank with them.
Yeah, they have a few for sale on Aquatic Arts, but they're all male of the rainbows. The red devils are sure pretty though too. That's a gorgeous crab.
Then I think her and I are probably going to end up with White's tree frogs eventually too. That's kind of something we've been eyeballing.
Yep.
Just the El Camino, Lady Diane. I don't like when they take our hot rods and try to turn them electric. It just don't seem right. And I personally don't have a problem with electric. Danny and I have been on a waiting list for going on 3 years now, hoping to get the Aptera that they've never seemed to be able to build. They just suck you out of your money and never build anything, that car. But they've given us plenty of chances to upgrade to be one of the first to get one, but we had to invest 10 grand to be on the first 2K list. So whatever, man, quit pimping us for money and just build the damn thing.
But it's solar. It's a solar car.
186 element. Yes, you have to keep an extremely tight lid on these crabs. They will venture on the side of the tank. Absolutely, they will.
I have come into this room and found them running across the floor.
You can hear them when you come into the room. Their little feet skittering. You can.
And then they dry out super fast, and then they die. So, what I do on this one is I got one of those screens on the top, so it gets nice airflow in and out of there. But I use that on this particular tank. And then I can put a light on there and it helps heat the tank. They like to be around 70, 80 degrees. And the warmer they are, the more they come out. So.
Well, I know Jeffrey Watts has a good colony of the Turkana going. There's a couple people I've sold them to that have got them going now.
Lydia, Diane. Oh my God, crabs on the floor.
And if they get out, they are not easy to recatch.
I mean, they're not.
Those little things can boogie for such a little animal.
And they'll just climb right, even if it's a glass tank, they'll just climb right up the side of it. You get a little bit of moss on there, a little bit of algae on the tank side walls. Forget it. They're going to get out. You would think that they wouldn't, but like they'll go up the side where the silicone is too. I mean, they just skedaddle right out of there.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see what kind of adventures we're getting into having them in a paludarium.
We should be good. There's no holes in there big enough, and the one hole that's is big enough, I will have silicone shut or not. But you know, the spray, not silicone, the spray foam. Poor Lady Diane. She's like, shut her. Uh,
Good to see you, Chris Aquazone.
and Christopher Junkin. Hello, hello. That was a good question, though. The 86 element. They are escape artists.
Yeah, once a week when she's cleaning their tank, I have to be on guard for her. I have to check every little crevice before she, because I mean, the babies are sometimes only the size of a little bit over a pinhead. So you really got to be out looking for them.
Christopher Junkin, I will keep my fingers crossed for you that all the Pandagara are okay. You know, we've had stuff get lost in the mail while shipping, and most of the time they arrive okay. So it'll all depend on if they're individually packed or and how long of a delay there was.
And it depends if they put those Pandagarda in individual bags or if they got all 10 in one bag. If it's all 10 in one bag, I would say the chances of them being alive is probably pretty slim. But if it's a individually bagged fish, a Pandagara will last a long time.
Lady Diane, how much longer do you have to pack? When are you gonna be done? Any estimate on the time?
Hey, now, don't you cast no stones. We've been talking about doing a studio and a couple of things 5 years
No,
now.
but she's packing. So I'm wondering when she's going to be done with it so that she can not have to be flat on her back on a heating pad. Victor C., what's your favorite plant lately? My favorite plant is a plant I don't have.
Danny and I are going to start doing more plants for sale. We haven't put orders in a while, but the thing is, it's because we're kind of on the last batch. Her and I had too many things going on at once, and we weren't able to take care of them the way we wanted to. We like to get them from the wholesalers and then convert them for y'all. So when they get to your tank, it's an actual tank plant instead of one that's going to lose all of its leaves and whatnot.
So Lady Diane says months. 33 years on a farm. Months. Well, Ken and I have been 25 years in this house, I think. Something like that.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to the day we're cleaning this bad boy. I'm going to find stuff I forgot I had, man.
No, we're not, because I've really gone through everything, and Ken has his corner of sentimental crap. Ken's a sentimental hoarder, and so, but I keep all his stuff in little totes up in the closet there. Everything's very organized. So, really, not much is going to be found that he doesn't know about.
All right, I'm going to drop Georgie Porgy's link because we're down to the last minute already, Danny. Which is hard to believe.
Lady Diana, if I lived closer to you, I would come over and help.
Well, guys, head on over to George. We'll go hashtag crabs since we're talking so much crabs tonight. Hashtag crabs.
Storm Rider says, "Be careful sleeping because you wake up a bunch of crabs crawling on you."
We want to thank you all for coming out like you do every Sunday night. We will be here same time, same place next week. If you're a member, be sure to check into the member stream. What are you laughing at, Danny?
Nathan Hovey, Kenny's corner of crap and Danny's house of amazing things. Sorry.
We want to thank all of our moderators and all of our replay and lurkers, and then, of course, all of you guys for being here every Sunday night. And definitely want to thank all of our members. You guys help keep the channel funded, which we greatly appreciate it. Anyway, guys, we will see you next week, same time, same place. Head it over to George and say hello. As always, love your fish. This is Kenny E. and Danny heading out for another Sunday night. Have a great night, guys.
Good night.